Howdy Ho YouTube, Jon-Luke Vgc here. Today, I will be using a Kyogre and Magearna team that I found on Twitter that I thought looked pretty fun. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Before we start, this team is by Kyogre on Twitter. They're linked, included in the description down below. It just looked cool. I liked the concept of it, and I haven't done Kyogre. I did Magearna early on in the regulation, but haven't done too much of it yet. So, and Life Orb Urshifu is something that I wanted to play around with a decent chunk. So let's go ahead and take actually a really quick look at the team. This is nothing. There's nothing really kind of out of ordinary here. We have Kyogre, Tera Grass, Mystic Water, Drizzle with Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Thunder, and Protect. You saw this with my boy Harry. If you're watching, hey, what up? He used this to do really, really well, I believe, at a regional. It was right before NAIC. I remember. But yeah, it's 140 HP, 156 Modest, 108 speed to hit 124 to outspeed Incin. Pretty good spread right there. It's nice wiggly lines. Makes a ton of sense to me. The second restricted of choice is Magearna. This one's Tera Fairy Leftovers Soul Heart with Fleur Cannon, Flash Cannon, Protect, and Trick Room. If you're not aware, Fleur Cannon is a 130 base power, 90% accurate move that lowers special attack by 2 every time it's used. It's effectively Fairy-type Draco Meteor. It works really well in Magearna because you get the passive boost from other KOs, which means that you can get to the +2, do a +2, and just go back to neutral instead of being at -2, and then get boost to get yourself back up, which is really, really cool. This one's 172 HP, again 156 quiet, so because we want a minus speed nature with 8 speed IVs, so it hits 66. Why 8? Probably because that's what they had. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably it. And then 92 special defense, 84 defense. A way to get some of those KOs is with the Annihilate. We have Tera Fighting, Choice Scarf, Vital Spirit, which I really like actually, with Final Gambit, Close Combat, Shadow Claw, and U-Turn. This means that it can't be put to sleep. Helps in the Darkrai matchup because you don't have a way to stop it, and you don't have Wide Guard. So that's something to keep in mind. So this Annihilate is really cool. It's just max HP, max speed Jolly, your standard Scarf set. Nothing to talk about here. This is also a Tail Room team, so your Tailwind option is Iron Jugulis, Terrifier, Booster Energy Quark Drive with... Oh, that's so funny. So normally with these, Japanese teams, they don't post the pace, so I have to remake the pace. I had Snipe Shot instead of Snarl because I was typing so fast, but Snarl, Air Slash, Protect, and Tailwind. Pretty standard, very specially bulky, 180 special defense with only 4 defense, 164 HP, and then 92 speed, 154 to outspeed Modest Chiyu, right? And maybe Modest Lando, I think. Modest Scarf Chiyu, I think that's it. One of those two, and probably the Chiyu. The Trick Room option is Indeedee, Tera Grass, Safety Goggles, Psychic Surge, a little bit of a double up there. Kind of interested in the reasoning behind that with Psychic, Follow Me, Helping Hand, and Trick Room, just your max, almost max, 244 defense, 12 special defense. And then last but not least, the other reason that I really wanted to try out this team, Life Orb, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Tera Grass, Unseen Fist with Aqua Jet, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, and Protect. That additional Life Orb damage gets rid of some calcs like for Chen Pao and other Sashmons that might otherwise survive, which I think is a really fantastic way. So you can have that defensive Tera of Tera Grass, which really helps. I'm really excited to try this Pokemon out. This is probably this is what I was like really, really excited for on this team. Saw this and I was like, okay, I want to give this a go. So how do we utilize the team? It is not the most intuitive team, I'm not going to lie to you. So maybe like Annihilate Magearna is always a safe lead. Kyogre Urshifu, if you feel like your middling speed tiers are fine. Kyogre Indeedee, Magearna Indeedee, Annihilate Kyogre, Annihilate Indeedee. There's a lot of options. It's pretty fluid with that. I don't necessarily know if I can give you like best leads. This is not an intuitive team. You will need to practice matches with this in order to kind of understand how to use it. I'm just going to get that out of the gate right now. You will need to practice with this team before you like really start to see the success with it. But it is still a cool team, and I'm really excited to try it out today. So thank you so much to Kashiwaganeru for making and sharing this team, and thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become channel members, and let's go ahead and hop into the battles. Okay. Is this my buddy Urban's rental? Wait, I'm just gonna go to my Discord rental codes, right? Who knows? Anyways, that's Sash. I think this is my friend Urban's rental. So I like you. Like, this is a fine Kyogre game, right? Did we keep Magearna at home for this one? We might, honestly. I say we go for outspeeding more than anything slow, and Magearna just doesn't have enough speed investment to really work in the tailwind part of this, so. Okay, yep. I personally, so they could go for Trick Room here. I'm faster. Man, it would be cool if I could taunt the Indeedee and protect. I don't want to set up Tailwind in case they do get the Trick Room up, so I just want to go. Now the question is do I want a Water Spout or do I want a Opulse? I mean, this thing has some. I'm gonna Opulse. In case they just rip it. Yep. Now, do they go Helping Hand or do they go Trick Room? That's my question. Because they've got to be Sash, right? Focus Sash for sure. Okay, I could have just clicked Tailwind. That wouldn't have helped too much though. Oh no! Please don't miss the Deoxys. Okay. We hit the important one. We hit the important one, that's fine. I could have snarled and protected, I guess. That would have been the better play, is snarl protect. How much does this do? A lot. Okay, we double connect though. That does a lot, actually. Yeah, maybe the better play here was snarl protect. That was a better play. I should have thought about that one. But now Tera's used up. Zamazenta, it's fine. That's okay. Tera's gone. We have plenty, so I'm just going to Tailwind and Thunder into Indeedee here to get rid of it. Because, yeah, if Zamazenta goes for that, it does absolutely nothing. And now I just get basically free reign. And Urshifu can handle this now with the Tailwind up. And they have their own terrain, so they can't even priority me or anything. Incineroar. It's okay. I'm just looking for a free swap, honestly, into something. So I'm cool with Air/Opulse. That's fine. Nice chunk of damage there. You're probably going to go for the knockoff. I guess I could have... I misplan here. I should have just thundered into Zamazenta. This is still fine, though. I just go Urshifu now, and... because they can't Tera. Air/. Charging Strikes. Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game. I played that a little sloppy. I think it was almost always better to snarl protect, and then that turn Zamazenta could not protect, so I could just go straight for the Thunder into it and deal additional damage, calling the Wide Guard. I won that game handedly because the team's strong, but I need to turn on a light in the back. It's getting a little dark outside. But yeah, I think I even though I won, we want to reevaluate the play in that game a little bit to understand if I could have won easier. I risked the miss on Snarl. I risked a crit. There's a couple things I did in that game that probably weren't the best option that I should really think about next time I go into that matchup. So, strong team does strong things, though. So, good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. Okay, we have Lunala, Iron Hands, Calyrex, Ice Rider, Amoonguss, Ursaluna, Torkoal. So, no taunt doesn't feel great, I'm not gonna lie. I like Annihilate here just to pick something off. But they also have a slower mode with Torkoal than I do, which I don't particularly love. No Imprison. I think I want to go Annihilate, Urshifu. Magearna, maybe? This matchup seems really awkward. I don't quite know what the best course of action into this team is. Let's see. Lunala, Calyrex. Okay. I kind of want to Final Gambit into Lunala. Because they're going to predict, like, protect Calyrex. I could also U-turn Surging Strikes into Lunala. That's probably a safer play. Yeah. Yeah, that's a safer play for sure. Nice. Ah, if I had just Final Gambited there, we'd be kind of balling right now. If I had just clicked Final Gambit. Dang, dude. If I clicked Final Gambit there, dog. Actually, it has a lot of HP, so I don't know. Also, now this is a super effective U-turn, which is good. Now I just go Kyo and I click Surging Strikes. I thought about it too. I was like, I could totally click Final Gambit here, but that's probably just way too aggressive a read for no reason. So this is Life Orb. Surging Strikes in the rain. Yeah, that'll pick up for sure. Yeah, so this was always the safer play, barring any unfortunate attacks. Okay, so Amoonguss, yeah, okay. Yeah, they have Torkoal. That's fine. I think we're going to sack Magearna. I'm going to hard swap into Magearna. Wait, no, this is Vital Spirit Ape, isn't it? We're going to swap in Ape again and just protect. Yeah. Which is pretty obvious. Which is an option. But I don't need to sack Magearna. Solar Beam. Yo, this Torkoal's cooking. Okay. Well, time to win. No Tera for Torkoal. I guess I could have U-turned out, but I don't have the capability to go through Protect with this Pokemon, so it's not particularly worth it. This Torkoal swap. Yes. But still going to be a ton of damage here. Because now they're going to try to Spore or Rage Powder. So I can just hard swap again, Surging Strikes. Because this shouldn't pick up. Okay. Scored the right slot, which is cool, but that's kind of fine, you know? I'm just going to go back into Ape again. And Surging Strikes Calyrex again, you know? If Torkoal comes in, it's going to take a bunch of damage. Oh, I'm a grass type. Torkoal comes back in. I can hard swap back into Kyogre, click Surging Strikes, and then finish out the game with Magearna Annihilate. Yeah, that was canceled. Good game to my opponent. That final game of play would have been really cool, but actually it would have been a bit troublesome because then I wouldn't have had the swap around that I needed to get Kyo and continue weather control. So would that play but have been kind of baller? Yes. Was it the most optimal play? No, which really stinks, but it's cool anyway. So GG's, good game to my opponent. Yeah, that was fun. I like that one. Just click Surging Strikes a bunch. So good game. Let's do another one. Okay, a lot of Kyogre, I guess. Today we have Zamazenta Kyo, Rillaboom Chenpao, Tornadus, and Raging Bolt. I'm curious if they lead Torn, because if not, I can just problem here is if we get into an arms race in terms of speed, that might be a bit of a problem. Maybe I want Jugulus Urshifu to lead. With Indeedee, my own Kyogre, maybe? I'm gonna do this. We're gonna leave Magearna behind again, actually. It doesn't... Not having a defensive Tera in the face of Kyo doesn't feel super good. And the speed tiers are so wonky, I don't necessarily think I want to go hard Trick Room here. Okay. Okay. I feel like they always... If they get greedy, I can win on the spot. I'm going to go Surging Strikes into Torn. Okay. Oh. That was the wrong play. I thought they might get greedy. If they go for Thunder, we're in a good spot. Nice. If they go for Water Spout, we have solid bulk on this Urshifu. We have a little bulk on this Urshifu. Yeah. I should have went for that. Oh, but Ursh lives. That's pretty good. Okay. Go into my own Kyo. Okay. What do I think they have in the back? Because, like, I kind of want to go... How much speed do we have on Kyogre? A decent chunk. Tera Grass, Thunder. Swap into Indeedee. They might not have brought Rilla. They should have brought Rilla. So I'll probably end up hard swapping Indeedee out this turn. Dang. Okay, that's fine though. Okay. So this is kind of a nothing burger turn. I'm gonna Water Spout and swap back into Rillaboom here. Okay. It's probably... They might be swapping out the... Okay. So I am faster. Yeah, okay. Go Pulse. That's fine. Dragon Pulse. Okay. Oof, that does a lot. Another life form. Well, just gotta hit old Pulse, I guess. It says Mystic Water boosted. Doesn't mean they're not protecting. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So who do they have in the back? If it's Rillaboom, not the end of the world. Nope, it's Zamazenta. Interesting. I want to protect and psychic. I think they're going to go for wide guard. Wide guard and Dragon Pulse into Kaio. I don't want to waste a turn on Trick Room because we're speed sandwiched right now, so it doesn't really matter too much. Nice, okay. Thunderbolt is fine. Does that do a lot? Lost some HP. You go down. How many more turns of rain are there? None. I don't think an ult pulse is going to KO without the rain. Okay, my win con is Thunder Connect into Para into ult pulse. Okay. So Thunder needs to connect. Nope. Well, GG's. It was an unlikely win con, but it was one nonetheless. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. I'm not surviving a body press. GG's to my opponent. How could I have played that better? The turn one, I over-predicted. I thought that maybe they were going to swap out Kaio for Rillaboom. Thought that was a really safe swap on their part. Now I just think that they didn't even bring it. So maybe I should have just went into the Kyogre. Saved myself a ton of damage from the water spout. And then from there, I could have, like, snarled, a couple of other things. Yeah. I got a little too greedy on my prediction turn one. I should have just went for the safe bet, because it was pretty telegraphed that they were going to tailwind, so I should have just went for the Surging Strikes into the Kyogre there. So that's all me. All right, good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. Okay, we have rank 239 with an Arceus, Tera Ground, probably Ground Arceus it looks like, Zacian, Fluttermane, Dondozo, Shenpao, and Tornadus. Trick Room, their Trick Room answer is Dondozo, which is kind of frustrating. They have fast offense out the gate. No terrain though, which is cool. Nothing that really wants to take a Surging Strikes, I guess. Again, I just don't really know what to do here. Is Magearna good? That Ground Arceus? Probably. Thing is they have Dozo. I think I want to do this. I'm going to go this route. I'm going to go Annihilate Magearna. I don't know if it's the best route, but it's the route nonetheless. Yeah. There's their booster. Speed. Annihilate is really bulky though, so I'm curious if it can just take the hit. I can go Tera Fighting Close Combat. If it's just a regular Fluttermane, I would anticipate I live. This is really the only option I have. I should survive this with all the bulk I have. Yeah. Yeah. Aw, dang, getting a special drop there would have been amazing. That did nothing. Wow. Okay, well. Curse, yeah. It's fine. Oh, Annihilate. That stinks. That did like 2 damage. I think I'm happy to close combat you and flash cannon you. I just want Annihilate to go down personally. And so if they knock it out, they knock it out. Probably questioning what to do, but Annihilate's kind of served its purpose. It's sad that I wasted my Tera on that. I thought that would do at least like 50%. I guess it's also unaware, so the boost wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. It's fine. There goes our body press, which is cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and flash cannon. I get a +1 there. That's actually pretty good. Flash cannon into Buttermane. Cool. Now I'm +2. This doesn't matter for Dondozo, but it matters for everything else. Okay. Now I can go Kaio. Arceus? What's your typing? Ground. Okay. I think I'm happy to Thunder Dozo and Fleur Cannon the Arceus. We are +2. You got a Tera 1, right? And that's who I thought you might. Tera Water, yeah. So Fleur Cannon is still neutral. +2. Oh, we live though. Ah, but Arceus lives. That stinks. Okay, but Dozo goes. That's pretty good. Okay. If they go after Magearna here, Calm Mind. Okay. They're so low, too. Get my leftovers back. Okay, we're still in this. Who's left? Magearna's Bolt coming in clutch. That's a +1 Dozo in the rain, you know? Okay. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? I just want to go for Water Spout and Flash Cannon. I don't want to waste any turns of Trick Room here. Yeah. They need to stall out both turns. They need to get a double-double. Which Arceus is fine because I have Aqua Jet. So yeah, my main focus here is Zacian. But if they don't get a double protect this turn, I just win. I just need them specifically not to get the double on Zacian. Okay, there's one. Okay, cool. Okay. They don't get either, which is pretty lucky for us. There's Flash Cannon. Oh, that still is a lot. Wow. Oh, well. GG's. Rank 239. Boom. Okay, so in that instance then, it's probably better to Shadow Claw the Flutter Mane turn 1 instead of going for the close combat into Dozo. Yeah, because then I pick that up. I get the Trick Room set up, and I'm still slower. And so I can do really well there. Arceus surviving on like 1 is unfortunate, but we got lucky in the end. If they got the double protect on Arceus, it doesn't really matter. But if they get the double protect on Zacian, that makes the game way more challenging. So that was the one that I was like, don't get that one. But since they didn't, we're good. But actually, we would have been fine seeing how much Flash Cannon damage did. Because I would have... Well, I don't know, because then the Arceus... If Arceus didn't get it, then it's just Zacian, which could only hit single target Mon. So I can go for like... I'd probably go Flash Cannon Water Spout. And then the double up even would probably pick up Zacian. And then I wouldn't try to get a Trick Room set back up. That's how I lose if he picks it. So I double attack and then bring out Urshifu and double attack again. And then I should be able to pick up from there. So I guess the game was still kind of fine as long as they didn't get both double protects. They could not get both double protects, then the game gets a lot harder. But as long as they don't get one, we're still okay. Not getting both, though, just seals the game right then and there. So good game to my opponent. Really, ranked 239. Really, I ranked. Really happy to kind of clutch that one out after a pretty disastrous turn 1. As you can tell, this team, not the most... I'm not clicking with it that well. I'm not going to lie with you. So it's good to say that, too, when these like games are happening. I'm not clicking that great with this team, but that's okay. You're not going to click amazing with the other team. So we're just going to do one more, kind of call it there. So see you in a bit. Okay. This is probably, Hydration Fion. So that's Surf Kaio, Kaio v Kaio. I do not have a great track record with these. We have Farigiraf, Iron Hands, Kyogre, Dragonite, Grimmsnarl, and Fion. So Thunder on Kaio's pretty good. The fact that they don't have their own Tailwind is solid. That makes me think that I don't actually need to bring Tailwind. In fact, I just want to go you and... I don't want to go Trick Room. That wouldn't be very good either. And I have... I want to go you and you, I think. With Urshifu. I don't like Magearna's like okay here, but I'm actually kind of just considering going for Indeedee to block Fake Out and Extreme Speed and Grimmsnarl shenanigans. The damage is fine, but I think Urshifu plus Kyogre can kind of bum rush through this alone, especially with... I'm going to assume my Kyogre is faster. Yeah, okay. So I think that a Water Spout just KOs Farigiraf right now. Because that's my question. How much special attack do I have on this? 6, modest. Oh yeah, it's a roll heavily in my favor. Yeah, I just want to go into Indeedee. Water Spout. 99.5 to 117.6. Yep. I pick up the Farige here, we're in really good shape. Nice. Cool. Probably has more HP than my Annihilate, so I don't really want a Final Gambit there because it'll live. Unite. So we're actually faster than Adamant D-Knight. So I'm actually just happy to follow me and Water Spout again. I could go a Helping Hand. Yep. They said no thanks, I'm done. They said no thanks, I'm good. Thank you for that. Have a good night. Oh gosh, I don't want to do another one. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now. This team, kind of hard for me to pilot, really thinking, I got GC games to play. I'm gonna end it there. I know that it's not like, I don't love to end on like a quick little loss, but I'm a quick win kind of thing. But yeah, it's, I got so much to do, and I'm just not vibing that hard with this team. I'm not gonna lie right now. And that's okay. It's not, it might just be how I play the game. Doesn't match that well with the team, you know, yada, yada, yada. That's okay. You don't have to. So thank you so much for watching, but let's go ahead and hop into the outro. All right, everyone, that is the team. So what are my thoughts? Well, I said it in the last couple of battles. It's not really for me. For me personally, the speed tiers feel a little awkward. If they also have opposing Tailwind plus Trick Room, it becomes a guessing game on which one they're going to go for. I don't really like that much. The moves are fine, the Pokemon are fine, but overall, yeah, it's just, it feels a little awkward for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing it wrong. I'm probably playing it wrong. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. But I think this was not a straight sweep. I lost a few games in a row in practice, and during this, I picked what I thought was the most educational loss out of it. But overall, yeah, this one's not for me. Personally, that doesn't mean it's a bad team, and it's definitely not. It's a good team. It's good 6 Pokemon, and I like the concept of it. I just don't think I'm the guy to pilot it, but that's okay. I'm not always going to be that guy, you know? I'm not that guy. You're not that guy. So, still, thank you so much to the team creator, Ryoma9901 Poke. They did really well. They went 7-0 with this team in, it looks like, a ladder tournament or something. So it obviously has really good potential. And, oh, nope, that's a lie. Wrong tweet. Sorry, 1 second. That was a different Kyogre team. This one's by Kashi Waganeru. Let's see. Right? Yeah, struggle hard. Yeah, this one's by, sorry, Kashi Waganeru. Thank you so much for making and sharing this team. It's still cool. It's a really cool concept. The Leftovers on Magearna feels really good, and I like particular aspects of it. This is going to be a longer outro than no, sorry, but I'm not re-recording this. You know. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. But most importantly, please remember, including you, Kashi, that you are appreciated. All right. Peace.